Real GameSpot. I haven't done a video game vlog in a while, and the reason for this is because I've been having a hard time with my camcorder. It's been pretty much a pain in the ass. It would start to act like it was jamming up the tape, and I could not figure out how to fix it. So, I decided I'd give it another shot, jiggled it around with stuff, and finally got it to work, so I decided I'd make another video blog. And I'm viewing myself with the viewfinder, and it seems like this cap is pretty much blocking off all the light. My face may end up being pretty dark when you're viewing the video. So if it turns out to be that dark for you, my apologies, but you don't really need to look at my face anyway. So basically what I would like to just say is I'd like to show you what I bought today at Best Buy, and if my camera continues to cooperate, I may start doing a what I bought from Best Buy feature every Tuesday. So let me go ahead and get this started off with the first movie I got was Planet Terror. This was the second half of the Grindhouse feature. The first movie was with Death Proof. I bought that a few weeks ago. Death Proof was kind of boring to me. I mean, it had its moments, but overall it was just a really dull movie. And the ending was pretty fun, but it just really didn't make up for the movie not going anywhere. So, with Planet Terror, much more enjoyable movie. It's shot kind of the same style that Death Proof was, a modern day movie shot in the style of the old 70s B movies. They have the dirt on the film, really cheesy lines and dialogue acting, but the action and the gore is just completely out of control. I mean, I watch a whole bunch of movies with all sorts of gore. I love Saw and other things like that, but the way they've done this actually turns my stomach. And I actually kind of had to look away in a couple of places. For a movie to do that, to me, that's speaking volumes. So, if you like really cheesy movies, just over the top, out of control movies, definitely check out Planet Terror. I think you might like it. I also got the 2-disc special edition, uncut and unrated. So I also decided to pass on the metal case. I mean, I'm a sucker for extras, but for some reason I just didn't feel like paying an extra $5 or whatever it was for a bonus DVD that hardly has any new features that you probably haven't seen anywhere else. Just to buy it in a little tin can. I also passed up on the tin can version of Death Proof as well. So with that said, I'll move on to the next item. This one is Transformers. Love this movie. It got a lot of criticism, for being all style and no substance, but so what? I mean, it's a fun action movie. A lot of people like to slam Michael Bay, but again, so what? He makes fun action movies. I mean, you don't go to see an action movie like Transformers or Bad Boys 2 or whatever for it to provoke thought, for you to come out there and start discussing every little facet about the movie. No. You go there, you buy a big tub of popcorn, you buy a big drink, you go into the theater and you watch it and you have a good time. Explosions everywhere, huge, loud sounds just coming out of the speakers left and right. That's what I'm paying for. So, if you want to watch a movie that really makes you think, go watch an artsy film or something like that. Leave us Transformers fans alone. So anyway, this particular version, this is a Best Buy exclusive package. Contains 2 figurines, Optimus Prime with battle damage, and a Cliff Jumper. Now, I don't know if these can actually transform, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up now. I'm going to actually do it with a brand new pocket knife. For those of you who don't frequent the Off-Topic forum, you may have missed a thread of mine that shows a few pictures of this new knife that I got as a gift for doing some house sitting. Basically what this knife is, it's a pocket knife that, when opened up, is actually shaped like a sniper rifle. And the scope, you can move it up, turn it on, if it turns on, there it goes. This is actually a little LED flashlight. And the blade is about 4 inches long. So, let's see how well it works. The cellophane. Oh wow. Yeah. Cutting stuff. Let me go ahead and close this right now before I end up cutting myself. Has happened. And if you know how to stitch yourself, you don't have to worry about calling an ambulance and taking you to the hospital to have a doctor do it for you and send you a large bill. So if you know how to sew, you can stitch yourself. As I thought, these do not transform, but they are posable. So little bodies twist, arms go up and down. Smell rotten though. This is Cliff Jumper. Has the same kind of articulation, although it doesn't look like his torso moves. And with that, also got a free lithograph. But I'm not really one for lithographs, but I am one for free stuff. Open it up. And it's Megatron. To be perfectly honest though, I was never really happy with the design of Megatron. It just does not look anything like him. And, you know, as geeky as this may sound, I really wanted him to transform into that gun and have Starscream use him. But having a, 5-story tall building, or a 5-story tall robot transform into a handgun or a rifle, that's a challenge for special effects people to even do. So, you know, they had to take their liberties. But, you know, Megatron sounded cool. You know, he actually kind of looked cool if you could forgive the interesting design choice they decided to do with him. So, that's what I got from Best Buy today, October 16th. So, again, if this camcorder decides to finally cooperate, as it's cooperating now, I'll go ahead and continue to make this a weekly video blog feature. So, if you care what people like me buy at Best Buy every Tuesday, every release day, then continue to check for new updates. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Go Rockies!